In the bustling world of celebrity romances, where every glance and gesture is scrutinized under the relentless spotlight of public curiosity, Ant Anstead has always maintained a certain air of mystery when it comes to his personal life. Known primarily for his rugged charm and expertise as a master mechanic on television shows that transform dilapidated homes into dreamlike sanctuaries, Anstead has carved out a niche for himself that blends blue-collar authenticity with high-profile allure. But it's his connection with the acclaimed actress Renée Zellweger that has truly captured the imagination of fans and media alike. Zellweger, with her Oscar-winning pedigree and a career spanning decades of iconic roles, from the quirky charm of Bridget Jones to the heartfelt depth in films like Cold Mountain, brings a level of sophistication and emotional resonance to their pairing that feels both unexpected and utterly compelling. Recently, in a moment that felt refreshingly candid amidst the usual parade of polished interviews, Anstead opened up about the nuances of their relationship. Speaking during a casual yet revealing conversation, he described the bond they share as one built on quiet understanding and shared vulnerabilities, far removed from the glamour often associated with Hollywood pairings. "It's about the little things," he said, his voice carrying that signature British lilt softened by years in the American entertainment scene. "The way she laughs at my terrible jokes, or how we can spend an entire evening just debating the best way to fix a leaky faucet without saying a word about work or the world outside." This glimpse into their dynamic paints a picture of two individuals who, despite their fame, cherish the simplicity of everyday companionship. It's a rarity in an industry where relationships are often dissected like plot points in a screenplay, and Anstead's willingness to share such personal anecdotes underscores the depth of trust he places in Zellweger. Reflecting on how they first crossed paths, Anstead recounted the serendipity of it all with a humility that endears him further to audiences. "It was during a chance encounter at a low-key industry event, the kind where conversations flow as freely as the wine, that their worlds intersected." Zellweger, fresh off promoting one of her latest ventures, a project that showcased her versatility in blending drama with subtle humor, found herself drawn to Anstead's unpretentious energy. He, in turn, was captivated by her intellect and the way she engaged with stories, not as a performer but as a genuine listener. "She has this way of making you feel seen, you know? Not the TV version of me, but the guy who still gets grease under his nails and worries about the next big renovation challenge," Anstead shared. Their initial exchanges evolved from light banter about classic cars and vintage fashion, Zellweger's appreciation for mid-century aesthetics aligning perfectly with Anstead's love for restoring timeless vehicles, into deeper discussions about life's unexpected turns. What makes their story particularly resonant is the way it defies the typical celebrity romance trope. There's no whirlwind of paparazzi-chased dates or overly choreographed social media posts announcing their status. Instead, Anstead emphasized the deliberate pace at which they've nurtured their connection. "We've both been through the ringer," he admitted, alluding to past high-profile relationships that ended under the weight of public scrutiny and personal growth. For Anstead, this includes his previous marriage and the complexities of co-parenting in the aftermath, a journey he's navigated with grace and a commitment to his children's well-being. Zellweger, too, has spoken in the past about the challenges of balancing a demanding career with the quest for meaningful partnership. Her reflections often laced with the wisdom of someone who's learned to prioritize emotional authenticity over superficial sparkle. Delving deeper into their daily life together, Anstead painted vivid scenes of domestic bliss that feel almost cinematic in their warmth. Mornings, he described, often start with shared cups of strong coffee on a sun-drenched patio, where they trade ideas for upcoming projects. Hers perhaps a script reading, his a blueprint for a custom garage build. Afternoons might find them exploring hidden gems in Los Angeles, from quiet hiking trails that offer respite from urban hustle to artisanal markets where they hunt for unique ingredients to experiment with in the kitchen. Zellweger, an avid cook with a penchant for recreating recipes from her Texas roots, has introduced Anstead to the joys of Southern comfort food with a healthy twist, while he counters with hearty British staples like shepherd's pie reimagined with fresh, local produce. "Cooking together is our therapy," Anstead laughed. "She'll be chopping vegetables with this intense focus, like she's prepping for an audition, and I'll be teasing her about over-seasoning everything. It's those moments that remind me why this works." Beyond the domestic idol, their relationship thrives on mutual support for professional ambitions. Anstead has been a steadfast presence during Zellweger's intense filming schedules, offering not just emotional backing but practical insights drawn from his own on-camera experience. He shared stories of late-night pep talks where he'd remind her of her innate talent, drawing parallels to his own nerves before a live renovation reveal. In return, Zellweger has become an unexpected muse for Anstead's creative endeavors, encouraging him to explore writing, a passion he's toyed with but rarely pursued amid his hands-on career. Renée sees potential in me that I sometimes overlook, he confessed. She's the one who pushed me to jot down those ideas for a book on sustainable home makeovers. It's scary putting yourself out there like that, but with her in my corner, it feels possible. Of course, no discussion of their romance would be complete without addressing the elephant in the room, the relentless gaze of the tabloids. Anstead addressed this head-on, acknowledging the frustration of seeing their private joys twisted into speculative headlines. Yet, he framed it as a necessary trade-off for the lives they've chosen. You learn to tune it out or at least laugh about it, he said. The other day we read this ridiculous story claiming we'd eloped in Vegas, over pancakes no less. We just cracked up and made a pact to keep our real adventures offline. This light-hearted approach speaks volumes about their resilience, a quality that's undoubtedly strengthened their bond. It's a reminder that true partnership isn't about perfection but about facing the absurdities together with humor and grace.